Story! Wow, getting a bit deaf now. Come and sit down. Come and sit down. I learned this story from another storyteller called Maria Papanikolaou, and Maria lives in Greece, and she told me this story on the internet. So this is the story that Maria told to me, my storytelling friend in Greece. Once upon a time there was a farmer. He was an old farmer. He'd worked hard all his life, and one day he went out to his vines where he grew grapes. He went out very early. He went out so early that the moon was still in the sky and the sun had already come up. Now, have you ever seen the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time? Put your hand up if you have, grown-ups as well. Yes, if you look carefully we can often see the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time, especially early in the morning and just before the sun goes down. Well, that's what he saw, this farmer. But the sun and the moon were squabbling. "I'm better than you," said the sun. "I am so grand, I bring so much energy." "Yes," said the moon, "but I am gentle and lovely." They couldn't agree. "I'm better than you." "No, I'm better." The old farmer, he looked up and said, "Hey, children, stop squabbling. You are both perfect. Sun, you are powerful in the day. Moon, you are beautiful in the night." The sun and the moon listened to the old farmer, and they knew he was right. "Thank you, farmer," they called. "Thank you for helping us remember. Here is a gift." And from the sky there fluttered down a golden hen. "What do we do with this?" "Oh," said the sun and the moon, "all you need to do is take it home and enjoy the golden eggs your golden hen lays." Well, the farmer, he took home the golden hen and he set it on his table, and he and his wife waited, and sure enough, that evening an egg was laid. An egg of pure, shining gold. They were very happy. The next day, another egg was laid. Pure, shining. Every day, another egg was laid. Pure, shining gold. Now, they were getting richer and richer, but they had a neighbour, and this neighbour noticed how this rich farmer and his wife had recently become so rich, and he wondered, well, what have they got that I haven't? And he peeped through their window, and that evening he saw a beautiful golden egg being laid. Well, the neighbour was full of jealousy. "I want that." And the next day, when the farmer was out in the fields, the nasty neighbour crept into the house and stole the golden hen. And he replaced it with a very similar hen, with also shining feathers. Well, the next day, the farmer set the hen on his table. Did it lay a golden egg? It laid an egg, but it was just an ordinary brown egg. "Oh well," said the farmer, "we've done very well out of that golden hen," and he thought nothing more about it. One day, very early, he went out into his vineyard to look after the vines where the grapes grew. And once more he looked up in the sky, and who was in the sky? The sun. both at the same time. And you know what the sun and the moon were doing? They were squabbling. I'm more powerful than you, I'm the greatest, I bring life to the world, said the sun. Oh, said the moon, but I am so gentle and lovely and beautiful. I bring light to the night, otherwise people couldn't see. I'm better than you. I'm better than you, said the sun. Oh, children, said the old farmer, please stop your arguing. Haven't I told you before? Do you not remember? Sun, you are powerful in the day. Moon, you are beautiful in the night. You're both perfect. And the sun and the moon listened and they said, oh, you're right, farmer. You're wise. We should stop our fighting. Here, thank you for reminding us. Here is another gift. And floating down from the heavens came a wonderful tablecloth. It was hand woven with the most delicious and lovely patterns. What do I do with this? Said the farmer. And the sun and the moon called, lay it on your table and your table will be full of wonderful food, the best food you can imagine, the tastiest food and refreshing drinks. Well, he took this home and he put the tablecloth on the table and his wife sat on the other side and they rubbed their hands and said, what shall we wish for? What would you wish for if you had a magic tablecloth on your table?
I would wish for chocolate and egg.
Chocolate and egg? Or chocolate eggs? Chocolate eggs like at Easter.
I would wish for only chocolate.
Only chocolate?
I would
Nothing else, only chocolate? Caramel. Grapes. Bunches of juicy grapes.
Toffee.
And toffee. What about the people further back? What would you wish for on your table of plenty? Lasagna. Delicious lasagna. And what would you wish for over there? Strawberries. What with cream? Strawberries and cream. Grown-ups you can call out as well. What would you wish for? Sweeties. Yes, sir.
Chocolate eggs as well, I think, probably.
Chocolate eggs as well over there. More strawberries. Do you know that table was instantly filled with that wonderful food? I mean, it was heaped on the table. And there were drinks as well. There was sparkling water and lemonade and Coca-Cola. There was everything on that. And they ate and they drank and they drank and they till they were full. And then the table didn't give them any more until the next day when they needed it again. It never gave them more than they could eat or drink, just enough that they could live in plenty. Oh, they were very happy, day after day after day. But their neighbour, that nasty, jealous neighbour, noticed that they were getting very fit and healthy on their wonderful diet of very healthy food, wasn't it? Was it? And he thought, what are they? And he peeped through the window, and that evening he saw the magic tablecloth covered in chocolate eggs, lemonade. There was strawberries and cream, caramel, lasagna for afters. I mean, it was really a marvellous table. And carrot cake. How about carrot cake, ladies and gentlemen? And carrot cake. It was, and his eyes grew as wide as saucers. And the next day, when the sweet cake, and chocolate. And when the farmer was out in his vineyard, the nasty neighbour crept into his house and stole the farmer's tablecloth and put another tablecloth on the table, which was very similar designs. Well, when the farmer got back from the vineyard that night and sat at the table with his wife, they thought, oh, what should we have to eat tonight? And they made their wishes. Was the table covered with food and drink?
No.
It just remained bare. Oh dear. Oh wife, never mind, we've done so well all these days. That's enough for us. Meanwhile, that nasty neighbour was doing very well for himself. He had golden eggs every day, he had his food, and he wished for too much. He wished for so much food that there was waste, that he just threw in the bin. Can you imagine that? And with the gold, he bought things he didn't really need. He bought himself all sorts of fancy furniture and decor and posh things that nobody, and a new car, and well, it was all very, very out of order really. And there it went on. But one day, very early, the farmer set off at dawn to look after the vines in the fields, and he came out very early, and what was in the sky?
Sun and the moon.
Both the sun and the moon. And what were they doing?
Squabbling.
They were squabbling. Oh, I am the greatest, said the sun. I'm so powerful. I can outshine you any day. I make everything grow. I am the best of all. Well, said the moon, but I am so lovely, and without me people would get lost in the night. Imagine all the wayfarers falling into ditches and bogs. I mean, without me they would never find their way home. And I am so beautiful. People write songs about me, you know. I'm the best of all. And they wouldn't stop arguing. And the farmer said, everybody, oh children, stop your fighting. You're both perfect, you know. Sun, you are powerful in the day. Moon, you are beautiful in the night. And the sun and the moon stopped fighting and they listened. Oh, thank you for reminding us, old farmer. But all we have to give you, all that we have left, is this. And falling down from the heavens was a stick. And the farmer picked up the stick and he said, well, what's this? What do I do with this? Well, said the sun and the moon, take that stick, and whoever is holding it will get whatever they deserve. Ooh. Well, the farmer took that stick and he wandered home, wondering what he deserved. But before he got home, he walked past his neighbour's house, and from his neighbour's open window, he could hear the rubbing of hands. And his neighbour laughing. Can I have a jealous, wicked laugh, everybody, please? Oh, I've got all that gold. Oh, I've got all that gold from my golden hen that lays the golden eggs. Golden eggs? And what a feast I'll have tonight. I'll have double chocolate cake, and I'll have triple carrot cake, and I'll have quadruple helpings of lasagna. I'll stuff myself silly. Everybody. Well, the farmer heard this through the window and he thought, And he went to his neighbour's door and he called, and his neighbour came out. Oh, said his neighbour. Farmer, what you got there? Oh, said the farmer, it's a stick. Where'd you get it from? Oh, the sun and the moon gave it to me. The sun and the moon, eh? Give it here. And the neighbour grabbed the stick and held it. What does it do? I don't know, said the farmer. Shall we see?
Yeah.
Let this man have what he deserves. Everybody, let this man have what he deserves. And I tell you, that stick flew out of his neighbour's hand and span around his head and then started beating his neighbour upon his bottom. It beat him and beat him and beat him. Oh, cried the neighbour. Whoa, what's going on? Did you take my golden hen and my magic tablecloth? I did, said the neighbour. Oh, please stop it. I will stop it, he said, if you'll give them me back. I will, said the neighbour. And with the stick still beating him on the bottom, till his bottom was black and blue, he went into the house and came back out again with the magic tablecloth and the golden hen. And when he had them, he grabbed the stick and he went back to his own house. And the neighbour, rubbing his sore bottom, went into his house and closed the door. He got what he deserved. the old farmer, he went into his house with his wife, and they didn't use that gold just to make themselves rich, you know. You know what they did? When they had too much gold, they shared it with the people in the neighbourhood who didn't have anything. And when they had eaten enough on their table of plenty, they shared the food with those who needed it, those who were hungry. Never too much, never anything wasted. They looked after themselves and their community happily ever after. And that's a story that I was told by Maria Pap. That's a Greek folk tale, so thanks to her. And thank you for listening.